And welcome to another episode of These Ninjas Podcast. It's your boy Joey PC and the guys. Say what's up.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah. What's up?
what it
All
do, what
right,
it
all
do.
right. So today, we're gonna start off, unfortunately, with some sad news, like always. It seems to be like a current thing that happens over and over and over and over in hip hop, and it's a pretty dangerous career to have, seems like at this point, and it's another passing of another artist by the name of Takeoff, and he is 1/3 of the Migos. So the reports are that it was at a after a party at Jay Prince Jr. birthday party at a bowling alley. There was allegedly some type of dice game going on. Something happened. This is supposedly when it came out. We're just gonna, and then clarify what goes on. And then it got some shooting happening, and then apparently Takeoff was shot, and then that's all they said what would happen. So anybody has any info to clarify or to give about that? Looks like Loso has something. So
I mean, you smoke one, you got anything for I get my take on it?
Well, the
What I've
only
been
thing that
following.
I the only thing that I seen was a woman that posted up a video. She's saying that she was standing right there, right beside him, and it wasn't about a dice game. It was they was arguing about sports or whatever, and then it got into some more stuff, and then they just started shooting, and that's what I got from the information that she was putting out.
okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, Loso. Let us know what you got. Seems like you got a lot. So go ahead, unload. Pause.
Yeah, I've been trying to follow up on it. Just been a crazy ass situation to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Sad news. But it really none of it makes any sense to begin with. And so the reports are saying that, like they said, they were at Jazz Prince, which is Jay Prince's son. Jay Prince is his son's birthday event, which Jay Prince wasn't even there. So
Hmm.
that should have been a red flag to begin with. Why your daddy not at your birthday bash? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
You hear what you're saying though? As somebody who doesn't know about hip hop, say, what do you
Yeah.
mean? How
You
you
riding
throw a
around with your
party without your
daddy.
daddy there? I mean, I'm just saying,
No, I'm just saying it
playing the other
anywhere. If
side, but just go ahead.
I'm
Just
saying
I get what
anybody.
you're
If you
saying
don't,
in the hip hop that he is somebody big. So of course you want to have your dad, who's like basically the king of Houston out there, be at
well,
the
not only
party. But
that,
go
they have
ahead.
a relationship. Like it ain't just some random dudes that don't know that who his dad is. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so Jay Prince, big guy in Houston, his son's having a birthday bash. So they like Chris said, it wasn't over no dice game. It was they just got arguing over like some kind of petty sport, basketball or something. Apparently, they're saying it's like over $7,000 is the rumor how much supposedly Quavo had lost out on some money. Wasn't too happy, but there's footage of him at one point walking away from the situation, and then shots ring out, which to me seems kind of odd. And we all know what happened after that. Takeoff ends up losing his life. So like I said, none of it really makes any sense. When you have a guy that they say was nowhere near the situation, nowhere near the argument, he the whole night stood by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like didn't bother nobody, was in his own zone to catch a bullet, not once but twice, and lose his life for something that he had no partake in, which is really sad. You know what I'm saying? We keep losing more and more artists. Not only that, you know what I'm saying? They're getting young. You know what I'm saying? Dude was
Yeah.
only 28, 28 years old.
No,
I don't know if he had
definitely.
any kids. I don't know if he had any kids. Do y'all know if he had? Do y'all know if he had kids? Like I don't.
I haven't
Like he was
checked
very
on that.
personal. You know what I'm saying? Like dude was very
Yeah.
personal. So you don't really know too
Yeah.
much of his personal life unless you're in that circle. So that's what I'm saying. Like for him to lose his life, but it's to me, it's just a odd situation. None of it makes sense.
I mean, It's usually how it goes sometimes. It's usually the cat that's laid back whenever stuff starts firing off as innocent bystanders,
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah, we all know that, but even the footage out there, I mean, it's just it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
apparently, supposedly, one of the shooters was his cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's public information. So I mean, that's a
Mhm.
sad situation that you mistakenly shot your cousin, I guess trying to protect him, but in the footage, like you ran like a little bitch and you wasn't even looking. So what do you expect? You gotta kind of take blame on that one on yourself, buddy. I hate to say it, even
Yeah.
though I mean you had the right intention, but it's like we say over and over on this show, we ain't against guns. Just go get educated and take a class. Like, look at the situation that if he would have took gun safety, he probably could have prevented all this shit. But he want to what earn stripes? I mean, what was the motive of this shit? Like,
Just
motherfuckers got to start using their
spraying.
fucking head, like for real, bro. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying his bullet was the one that killed his own cousin, but I mean, you put one in your own cousin for not knowing what the hell you was doing, and you're on footage running like a little bitch shooting a gun, and you're not even looking at where you're shooting. So if it wasn't him, who else could you have shot?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's more other people's life that you know what I'm saying that you could have took somebody else's life.
Mhm.
I mean, at a certain point, man, like that cool shit got to go out the window, and your fucking smart and your brains got to come into fucking use. Like, we ain't stupid. We
Yeah.
giving these motherfuckers reason to keep looking at like we stupid.
I mean that's how it goes sometimes though, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm one of the advocates for, being safe with, firearms and guns and all of that stuff. And you just can't pray and spray. There ain't no praying and spraying. You gotta aim down the barrel and know what you sighting in.
That's
It
people's
is a
life at
really sad
stake. You know what I'm
situation.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a really sad situation because I'm trying to find the words that, like, it really is a messed up situation about how he was just sitting back there and not doing nothing. You know what I mean? And that lets you know at any given time, it could be your time. You know what I mean? So, everybody just be safe out there. Use your heads. At being prideful, you can leave it out. But pride will get you dead. That's what pride will get you. Some of these dudes out here arguing this, that, and the third, and guess what? It wasn't one of them. It was somebody else. So, you know, it's just an unfortunate situation on either side. Either you said it might be one of his kin people. I mean, think about that. I just shot my cousin. Dang.
nah, he's fucked up in the head all the
Yeah.
way around. Not just because you know what I'm saying. What if it was my bullet that killed my cousin? I shot
Yeah.
my cousin. My cousin's
And,
dead. That
and
nigga's life is fucked already. Like it ain't even started.
yeah, and he gotta go do time for that.
Right,
Yeah,
and
he
it,
gotta go lay it down.
Yeah.
Now you gotta think about his his state of mind. If he's gonna end up doing something to himself, you know what I'm saying? It's like a domino effect.
Yeah. It's sad.
This is like I said, man. You just gotta be smart about the situation.
Yeah.
And another thing that stood out was there was no security.
well, they figured it was at a private place. They
Yeah.
didn't need to. Nobody knew. Was it a weekday?
Man,
Everybody, yeah,
listen,
And it
everybody
we
living
wasn't.
already
life.
know in the hip hop community, them private events, yo guys got them guns. So I mean, like I said, bro, y'all want to live a certain lifestyle, that's cool. Whatever. Y'all want to be in the rap game, like Joey's been saying, that's the number one most dangerous fucking career to have right now. I'm not gonna hate on you, my guy. You got good music, put that shit out. Just gotta move smarter.
Yeah, and it sucks because like everybody been saying and reporting, he was the youngest one.
Yeah.
Takeoff, his uncle is Quavo. You know, Takeoff, not take Offset. I'm not sure they exactly
Offset's the
cousins.
uncle or cousin, something like that. Yeah.
No, Quavo is the uncle.
Quavo, yeah, Quavo's the uncle, and that's Offset's like the cousin. Yeah,
maybe cousin or maybe like friend,
but
family friend, but
They're
something
all
like that. But
family
they're all
related
really
though.
close, yeah. But especially like uncle nephew, like that's a different bond there too. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
he definitely mourning the loss of his nephew. They grew up together because that's just the way it was. I think he was the youngest of a lot of kids, and obviously that's how it goes. And they were really
Well,
close.
yeah, because apparently the little background I caught was that Quavo actually got took in by Takeoff's like peoples and whatnot. They ended up raising him.
Hmm.
So that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's
His
even more of a.
brother,
Mhm. That's
like
a
his
sad
brother's,
situation.
yeah, his brother, I guess, took him in, or his sister, whoever the sibling was, because
Mm.
at the end of the day, for Quavo to be his uncle, had to be a sibling that is his one of his parents. You
Yeah,
know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? I don't know what gender fits to what in this
yeah. I didn't
situation,
go that deep into it, but I just knew
but
that
yeah,
I
so
just
that
seen where
means
they
he probably
had
raised
taken
by
him.
one of his siblings, and
Hmm.
that's what
Yeah.
happened if that's the case. So, definitely sad. To me, Takeoff was my favorite out of the Migos. I always
Mm.
listen to his first album. I always said is the best one. I always thought people fell asleep on him. He was even in the Drink Champ interview talking about he wanted his flowers now, like he wanted to be appreciated, and it's just sad that now nobody was
He
able to show it in his face. Now, whoever did, and at this point, whoever didn't, he's seeing it from the skies or something. You know what I mean? In the
Yeah.
heavens and stuff. Or he definitely will be somebody who's missed.
Yeah, because
And
that album that Unconfused, he showed the fuck out. He really
mhm,
showed that he can he can stand on his own and he can take off. Like
Yeah.
he like no pun intended, but yeah, he was on his way, bro. He was on his way.
he was there. That's the problem is just nobody heard him and he didn't put enough material there. But all that stuff from the Migos, if you go back to all the songs, yeah, Quavo's the catchier one and all
Uh-huh.
that. And
He
then
always had
everybody
the
likes
lyrics though.
Offset, but nobody ever really listens to him. And I'm
Oh no,
telling you,
yeah,
everybody
Takeoff
go
got
back
them.
now, you gonna really pay attention what Takeoff was saying. That you gonna be like, yo, I didn't even notice. I was too busy paying attention to the other two. So that shit happens sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But it's just sad day. Really is so young. You know what I mean?
So the question would be at this point in time, what as a community do we do to stop some of this nonsense?
There's nothing we could do. I mean, let's be
No, but
honest. It's a youth mentality. But look, it's a youth mentality. Even when we were young, we probably did stupid shit. I'm just speaking for myself
Yeah,
at
of
least.
course.
And
Of
we
course.
did some stupid shit that we shouldn't do. But as you get older, you mature and you realize it's just some people are in the game that as young, and you can't tell us nothing. You know what I mean? You ain't struggling and living in that. Cause that's what I would have told you back when my time. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna tell me to stop doing da da da? You know what I mean? Or blase blase just because it's bad. Like, you know what I mean? I'm hungry. I got shit to do. I ain't got nothing for myself. So don't come at me for nothing. So you know what I mean? That's what they gonna tell us. So I really think it's between
Yeah.
that and then listen to the music that we listen to. Is all we talk about is doing that.
Yeah.
I mean I get it.
So
Also
we'll
with the
be
with the
hypocrites. So that's my opinion. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
well, I mean like I had a homie that came through. You know, he's younger and he asked me for some advice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disclose none of that other stuff, but at the point that I'm trying to make is sometimes we got to be the big homies and really like step up and be like, bro, like, and let them know. I mean, listen to whatever you want to listen to, bro. Like, if you weak minded and let something influence you, then I mean, I can't tell you how to be as a person. But I mean, I listen to the shit that we grew up listening. Ain't none of us went and did no dumbass shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Look at shit like some of DMX's lyrics. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking corpse and shit. Nigga, I'm not going out to fucking no corpse. Like, you
Whoa,
know what I'm
whoa! You
saying?
just got dark.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like it's just certain shit
Uh,
like that that we grew up as kids listening to, and I didn't go do dumb shit like that. Like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? That like that was something extreme. That like nowadays it's like, oh, you go shoot them up. They have to go shoot them up. Like it, no, you don't. Like not
well,
everybody's the ops. Everybody's not the ops.
no. Mostly what I'm thinking about is like, you know, people's gonna be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you going out, they was at the bowling alley. All right, cool. Y'all ain't coming with no security, no nothing. Look, there's gonna be somebody down there at that door checking everybody, wanding. Hey, we ain't getting in with no firearms or no weapons. That's just that's gonna be. Y'all gonna at least have to throw fisticuff. That's it. You know, and that would be something that would hold some of these people accountable. Be like, well, I can't get in without no strap, so I'm good. I can't go in like it. So that's how I see stuff moving forward is how it should be. But you know how it is. Somebody gonna try to sneak something in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, smart thing to do if you don't want to hire security, at least take if your cousin ain't got no felonies or your uncle ain't got no felonies, man, and you want to hire them to be on your detail, at least get them a gun safety course, at least. At least get them certified
Even
in that.
that,
At least get them
that too.
certified, and then after that, whatever happens, happens. I guess. I mean,
And
at the end of the
alcohol
day,
and weaponry do not mix.
Yeah. I mean, this is all the stuff that we're hitting you with, obviously, knowledge and facts and stuff, and a little bit of our opinion. I mean, there's also other dark sides to this. There's also a lot
Uh-huh.
of side stories, a lot of conspiracies, as people may or may not call them. I've heard reports of maybe, it was a blood sacrifice for the Illuminati to continue making money and doing his things for some alleged parties. I'm not saying no names, but, there's been videos saying that. There's also been like stuff saying that, it's a bigger story to it. And I don't want to say
Uh-huh.
names of alleged people because there's no proof, so I don't want to say that. So
Yeah, it's
there's a lot of
alleged. So
people making videos about other side stories. So you guys are more than welcome to look them up and stuff. And you know, we're just not going to report stuff like that. I mean, I think it's kind of degrading to the victim to be.
right now, especially he ain't even been buried, to be trying to bring up all
Yeah.
that
So
other
that
stuff. I'm
just
not really trying to.
yeah, just want to sit out there and let people know. Yeah, we know there's conspiracy theories and this that, and unfortunately, this ain't one of the shows that we do that at the moment. So, and I
yeah,
say at the
not
moment
yet.
because I mean it's so early in the death, and later on, if there is facts
Well,
to one of these conspiracies, then of course we will touch on it. But as long as there's facts, unless we
Yeah,
do a show about conspiracy, and that's another story. But anyway.
yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
yeah. So definitely a lot of stuff to do with that. So it's what November, getting ready for some
Uh-huh.
of this holiday stuff. In November, we
Yeah.
have a lot of things going on in the world of sports. So before we get into a real deep topic, pause about sport. Any honorable mentions going on this November and starting off? I'll let
the
Loso
Jets,
start off.
motherfucking Jets, nigga, the Jets. I'm gonna say the Jets. My bad.
Well, not
My
not
bad. My
not yet, but you want to go ahead and let them know what the world is ready for in November to start, because I don't
Oh
watch
yeah,
soccer like that. So
yeah. The World Cup starts November the 20th, I believe.
okay,
So the U.S. is competing in the World Cup. So I mean,
You.
you know what I'm saying? If your country made it, congratulations. We apparently did not make it. I still will be watching. I don't know who I'm rooting for, but you know what I'm saying?
What they say?
Be a change of
What
pace.
did they say off of that one movie? USA all the way.
well, as they say
Yeah,
where
you would
Loso's
say that.
from, USA, USA.
USA. USA. I'm not rocking with USA. All the way back from 94. From 94, we ain't even gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there.
Oh man. All right, so then obviously we have football going on, the NBA started,
Yeah.
baseball's over, World Series
Shout out
already
to the
too.
Astros.
Shout out to the Astros. They
But
went back, done
anyways,
that thing.
but anyways, yeah, trash words.
Yeah,
I was
trash
actually
work.
wanting. I actually wanted Bryce. I ain't gonna say that. I actually wanted Bryce to take one home.
I
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
I
I've always
kind of
been a
did
Bryce
too.
fan.
Yeah.
I've always been a Bryce fan since he came in. I'm not big in baseball. but I followed Bryce since he was young because he was supposed to be like the LeBron of baseball when I caught wind of him. So
He
always been
basically
intrigued with
will.
dude.
Yeah.
And
So
just for a record, he's
he needs
stating that
one. He
LeBron is the
deserves one.
greatest. You heard he said LeBron's the greatest.
No.
That,
No.
just to
I
clarify,
didn't hear
that
that.
means he said LeBron's the greatest. But continue, go ahead.
I didn't hear
LeBron?
that.
LeBron what?
I didn't
I know
hear
you got Teenage Mutant Ninja fingers, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja fingers.
You said
Ninja
Kobe's
fingers.
what? Kobe's
Ninja
better?
fingers.
That's what I said, but
He can't be
uh,
Kobe. He can't be Kobe.
Anyway,
He
Can't
couldn't
be
be Kobe.
Kobe.
Hold on, nigga. Be Kobe first, nigga. Fuck out of here,
let's get you know you getting off track. Pause. So we're gonna
Oh, now we
definitely
off track.
get
I hear
right
you.
back to what you were screaming in the beginning, and we gonna get
Yes.
into the NFL. Any surprises in the NFL that you guys are shocked to see? I know my team is crazy right now. You know
The
what I
Jets,
mean?
baby. Hey.
You can tell by
Since
the background.
2011, we ain't done shit.
Look, they happy just for half a second. Look, I'm going back
That's
to the Super
fine.
Bowl.
Hey, I'll enjoy
I'm
this
going
half a
back to the Super
second.
Bowl. That's all I'm saying. 49ers all the way.
All
Y'all
right.
ain't going to no Super Bowl. You think y'all going to
I'm
the Super
going
What's
to
Bowl?
the
your
Real
Super
record
talk.
right
Bowl.
Real
now?
talk. Who y'all think prediction Super Bowl wise right now?
They said that the second half of the season is going to be the turnaround because they're all starting to mesh right now. So we'll see what's going on.
But I'm saying though, just for shits and giggles, who you going with? Who you two teams Super Bowl
Me.
with?
Two. That's what we're
Oh,
asking too.
Yeah, who y'all think is gonna go with y'all? 49ers and who?
I don't know.
You don't see
I
Lamar
don't know
Jackson
that.
making it this season? He looking strong in the East. He looking strong in the
No.
East.
The
Who they
Eagles are
got
playing
again?
real tough. Who else is playing
Eagles.
tough? No, hold up. The Eagles are playing tough. I hate to say it right now, but Dallas ain't looking too bad.
Think
Who
Dallas is
else?
gonna make it?
Wait,
No,
Dallas
I'm just
can't,
throwing out the
bro.
name.
So you're
No,
saying
I'm just
Dallas is
saying
better
no.
than
I'm just throwing.
49ers?
No, I'm just throwing out names. I'm throwing out names
Well,
right now.
Dallas and the Eagles are in
Yeah,
the same division.
yeah, they in the same division, but
Yeah, we
I'm
talk
just
about
throwing out
two
names.
champions. So you got one for the
Oh,
NFC, you need the
yeah,
AFC.
yeah, AFC. Yeah, I'm throwing out just names on each
Oh.
side. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we talking about Super
So,
Bowl predictions.
but I don't know. That's why I'm
So
just
for
throwing
the
out the names right
show, for
quick.
argument's
Yeah,
sake, for the
yeah,
show, our AFC team, me and Loso
yes,
are Jets. So and
Jets.
he's the NFC, so we'll just say Jets 49ers. Just for the
Oh hell
show,
no.
but
Well, I'm trying to figure out who's
Ooh.
all playing good right now.
well,
Ooh.
we got a better record than y'all. We 6-3, y'all 4-4. But like you
Kansas
said, you
City.
guys will get better in the end
Yes.
of the season. That's what your claims are. So we got to see. But if
Yeah.
for the show,
Kansas
you know,
City.
those are the two teams. And
They on your
well,
side though. So you said
Kansas
they gonna
City.
knock you out?
Kansas City. Kansas City might come back. Who else?
yeah, Kansas City is the top. They're AFC. So I'll
Yeah,
tell you
they're
right
AFC.
now, the AFC West, we got the Chiefs, Chargers,
Chiefs,
Broncos,
Chargers.
Raiders.
Yeah.
AFC South, Titans, Colts, Jaguars, Texans. The
Yep.
North, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. And then the
None of
East is the
them.
Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
Bills. That's who I was missing. The Bills.
We beat them
The Bills
already,
are
so
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we already
But
did that.
yeah, but they're still tough team. And
Oh,
who
yeah,
else?
I hear you.
Miami's doing their thing too if they can stay healthy.
Hey, okay. So the Bills are 6-2, the
Yeah.
Jets are 6-3, Dolphins are 6-3, Patriots are 5-4. So for the first time in
I don't
God
think the
knows
Patriots will do it.
how long, it's the first time we've ever had such a great. We all winning teams.
Yeah.
We all over 500. That's rare because usually the rest of the other three, not including the Patriots, are usually with the winning seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me,
Usually.
that's crazy.
Usually.
The Ravens are 6-3, Bengals
Yeah.
5-4, Browns 3-5, Steelers 2-6. So for there, I think the Ravens are the only ones who go definitely be something to contend.
That's what I said. Lamar Jackson.
I don't think so. I
Please.
mean, Lamar's tough. Lamar
Then
is the
we
man,
got
but
the
I don't think that
AFC
team will
South.
make it.
Like we said, the Titans, right? They 5-3.
Yeah.
The Colts is
Yeah.
3-5. Jaguars 3-6, Texans 1-6. Right now, the race look is all for the Titans.
Yeah.
And then in the West, it's a little tight though, because they're 6-2 Chiefs, and the Chargers are 5-3. So
The Chiefs.
yeah, the
Chiefs,
Broncos
shout out to
3-5.
Noble. Big Chief fan.
Raiders
That
are
nigga retarded.
2-6.
Big
Nope.
head ass dude.
Raiders are 2-6. So that's Gabe, ain't he? Las
Shout
Vegas
out.
Raiders.
Shout
That's
out
to
Gabe.
Gabe
Yeah.
Grenade.
Shout out to Gabe.
Shout out to Bill Black too. That's a Raider. Uncle
And
Don.
if y'all get a chance, come out to the artist, follow him.
Wait,
Dope
so
artist.
so you telling me that the 49ers, well, first of all, y'all second place at the NFC West, right? The Seahawks are 6-3.
Yeah.
Rams
The
are 3-5. Cardinals are 3-6. Seahawks.
Yes.
Yeah. The South or the NFC, the Buccaneers are 4-5, Falcons 4-5, Saints 3-6, Panthers 2-7. Panthers just lost everything. They got rid of their whole squad. They traded everybody away.
Brad
Yeah.
Mayfield ain't there no more? Or Baker Mayfield?
He's still there, but they got rid of
Baker.
McCaffrey. They sent him.
Christian
Didn't they go to y'all?
Yeah, he's with me. He's with
Oh,
me.
look, they got a good pickup, solid with McCaffrey.
Oh,
He
yeah.
broke-
Boy can
he
run.
broke-
He got wheels. I'm telling you.
He broke a record last week. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Look at that.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Hey, he got
We
wheels
need.
on him.
That's what we need. That's what we needed.
Wheels. But yeah, so the only ones for, and I don't want to go back, but NFC West is the Seahawks and 49ers. So those are the two contenders there. The NFC South, at 4-5, everybody's losing. Falcons, I don't see it, but maybe they can turn it around. The Bucks with Tom Brady supposedly.
Uncle Tom.
Man, hold
NFC
up.
North.
Y'all think Uncle Tom coming back? Y'all think Uncle
You
Tom
can't never-
coming
Hey,
back?
I'm
You
just
can't
saying
never write
people
that
claim.
man off. Yeah,
People
you
claim
can't
that he
never write him
will, so
off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I don't want
you
to.
I
can't-
mean,
Everybody says don't
but I
bet on
called
Brady.
it
Don't
though.
bet against
I
Brady.
called it before he came out. Before he came out, said it publicly. I called it. I said, man, that man over there thinking too much of the divorce and what's going on for him to be playing right now. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, man, I called that bullshit, bro. Like any man, any real man's on, bro. I don't give a fuck what you thinking about, bro. If you really love that woman, bro, you gonna go out there. You ain't gonna be your head ain't gonna be in the game, bro.
Yeah, take
You
love
can be the
advice from the
greatest
single
fucking
man over
man.
here.
Man, shut up.
Take love advice from the single man. You know, he'll teach you how to be single.
Fuck you, motherfucker. But I can't know if you need some advice. See what I'm saying? You a piece of shit.
All right, so I don't see nothing in the NFC South, right? The NFC North, the only prospect I see is the Vikings at 7-1. The Packers are 3-6. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers goodbye. Night for the season. Bears 3-6. Lions is 2-6. Now the NFC East is where it gets interesting because there's a lot of top contenders.
Yeah.
So you got the Eagles at 8-0. So
yeah,
at this
Eagles
point,
undefeated.
they're the favorite.
Yeah, the Eagles are tough contenders.
They're the favorite.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Cowboys
Chad,
is
aka
6-2.
Bear Claw, Eagles man.
Fuck Chad.
Cowboys is 6-2. That's Lab right there.
Shout out to LAB.
And Dino too. I think he a
And
Cowboy
Dino.
fan too.
I think the whole NWO squad is motherfucking
Yeah, I think
Dallas.
they all.
Damn the Cowboys. Can't
Fuck
stand
the
y'all raggedy
Cowgirls, nigga.
motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Too, nigga.
Hey, y'all ain't my division, so I don't care. I just laugh at all the
shout out to
memes.
my big brother Bo too. You already know I'm talking shit on the Cowgirls, nigga. Hey, you already know I'm talking shit, nigga.
Then you got a lot of my family and friends. They Giants fans. They 6-2.
Oh,
so
shit.
Yeah, they poo.
The Giants.
Shout out to Lewis and Dominic and the whole East Zaza crew. Y'all motherfucking phony. I hear y'all. Right with the motherfucking Giant. Nah, they true Giant fans though. You know, I got to talk that Jet shit.
There's a lot of
Jet
Giants
shit.
fans we got. Yeah, shout out to Ronald. He definitely a Giants fan.
Mono,
all the niggas
all
on the
them
block.
914, yeah. Paningo, yeah, all them niggas.
And then at fourth place, Commanders with 4-5. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna say either Eagles or 49ers. You claiming and then we're gonna go with the AFC, the Jets, and maybe the Bills. Hey, the Chiefs are a beast, but that's crazy that 6-2.
We can't go against the Bills. Bills are our division.
I didn't say that. I
What
said
did you say? What did you say the Miami was? What was their
Miami
record?
is
They're on
Yeah,
six
a
and
division
what was their
too.
three.
record? No, what was their record?
Six
Yeah,
and
I
three.
saw 6-3.
So we got the same record as Miami. We're all in the same division.
But for some
So the
reason,
one that's losing is the Patriots.
they 5 but they still got over 500. They 5-4.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. We all over 500.
We got to a division this
The
year.
whole division. So we got no room to wiggle. The easiest division that somebody has right now by landscape is not in the AFC. It's a tight race in the AFC. The NFC, I mean, the Eagles got a little wiggle space, but 2 games. The Vikings, like I said, bro, they got like a 5-game lead.
Who's in their division?
Packers, Bears, and Lions.
Niggas a gimme. The fuck?
The Vikings, they got a good. I'm not saying that they're gonna
you can
win
trade,
it, but they
you
definitely
can trade
got
the
a good
Vikings
cushion.
and put the Vikings in with either the Bengals or the Browns, nigga.
The South is a tight race, but they're all under 500, so that's a tight fight to beat it, to polish it, I guess. And then the Seahawks got a 2-game cushion between the 49ers.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going on in the NFL. Anybody want to give anything else about the NFL? Personal opinions about a player or something? I definitely want to give an honorable shout out to Sauce Gardner, and of course, being the number 1 cornerback in the league, so young, getting all the accolades. Of course, the Jets has got a good defense, and we got to take advantage of that. I mean, come on, we got the top 5, 2 of the top 5 cornerbacks in the NFL right now. We just
I
gotta
want to
play
give
good.
a shout out. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll
Go
give
ahead.
a shout out. I'll give a shout out to Tua because I ain't even going front. I used to hate on that man because of coming from Alabama and everything, but he doing his damn thing down there in Miami.
How is the situation?
For real. Huh? I mean,
is he even playing? Because I know he got injured
he
last
came
time
back. Yeah, he came back and he's doing his thing still. And that's the biggest thing about it. Like a lot of people was thinking he might be done because of the
that's what I was
being
hearing that
concussion
day.
and all that. And if he gets hit wrong way, it might be, it might be a problem. So shout out to Tua, man. You doing your thing, bro. You really doing your thing. He turned that program around down there. And of course you got Cheetah, so you got some deadly wide receivers. You got some targets. What do you think? You got anybody that's honorable mention? Say what?
No, I ain't got nothing else on the NFL. I don't know where Joey went to. He went to a restroom break. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, man, the Jets are. If we make it to the playoff, I'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had the shitty seasons since 2011. We ain't even been looked at. You know what I'm saying? So
Of course.
just a little bit that we've accomplished already this season. I'm already, happy to see where, a little bit of the cleanup that we need. If we can do it, where we can go. You know what I'm
Hell,
saying?
the Jets ain't been shit since Joe Namath, nigga. Let's go.
Man, fuck what you talking about just because you from the fucking 49ers. I hear you.
When have y'all been relevant since Joe Namath?
Damn, why you gotta do us like that, though? Why you
I'm
gotta
just
do us like
saying.
that? That's messed up, though, man.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
You
I can
not
still
really
say,
been.
though, we got one championship. More than what motherfuckers can say. So I don't give a damn what you talk about. Yeah.
With who?
To the rest of them poor ass niggas ain't got one. We got one. I don't give a damn what you talk about.
That's all I want to know. Who was your quarterback whenever you won that one championship?
Man,
I
you
don't
over here
know. I
shit
don't
on
give a damn.
Broadway Joe, man. Stop
I
playing with
told
us.
her, hey, I love me some Joe. Hey,
Broadway Joe. Of course you love you some Joe. Pause.
Porn star Joe. Shit.
Yeah, retarded. You got anything else for the NFL?
NFL, no, I'm good. I just, definitely want to get shout out to the Jets. So that's all it is. So we'll get to my next favorite sport with the NBA.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I'm actually going to start off the NBA whole topic with Smoke One, letting us know about the situation. Nah, man, but that's really important to get in there. We definitely got to get that's a breaking news report alert. So we're gonna let him take over and go ahead. Let us know.
Coming out with the breaking news from it ain't breaking news. It's just a couple hours ago, but Ime Udoka is not gonna be the head coach of the Nets. So
The Brooklyn Nets.
yeah, sorry. And it's kind of sad because they needed somebody like that. And it seems like it's self-sabotaging in a way. I mean,
Did they
like
say
I can't.
why?
Well, no, and that's the weird part about it. I think it's still this whole situation with what's going on with him in Boston, and the repercussions of what's happening in Boston. But I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Nothing happened horribly. It was a consensual thing, and it was just a policy that worked. People break policies at work all the time. It's just like not drinking a Coke on the line or in the office or something. That's breaking
Is it
policy.
like drinking Coke on the line though?
I
Well,
mean, it's two consensual adults. It's a policy.
well,
It's a
here's the
policy.
thing. Like, okay, I understand that
Yeah,
aspect of the part, right? But here,
yeah,
then we're gonna get to the real important part when it comes to
yeah.
the NBA, right? And here's the main question: is his success because of Brad Stevens and what he has built and kind of pass him along already a culture, already something set in stone, and all he has to do
Yeah.
is just follow and continue? Or is it really that he is a good coach and he really was able to do what he had to do to get Boston as far as they did? When
Well,
it comes to
the
basketball, because like at the end of the day, all that side story, I really don't give a fuck. Let's
yeah,
be honest, you know what I mean? Can you
yeah.
bring us rings? That's the goal at
Well,
the end of the day.
all the players hail him as the guy. So I guess firsthand knowledge of them is even his
Well,
players co-sign him.
they're still running the same plays Brad Stevens brought in when he
Yeah,
came into the league.
yeah,
They're still doing everything Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens is a general manager of Boston Celtics, so it still has his fingerprint. It's kind of like I hate to bring this fucking asshole up, and we just talked about football, but bringing up the head coach of New England Patriots, is it
yeah,
Bill Belichick.
really Bill Belichick? Is it really him? Because you could tell all his disciples they leave and they're really not that good. So, or is it the
But
system? You get what I'm
it's the
saying? Like,
system.
is it with him? So that's what I'm saying. Now it comes with this gentleman, the coach, because I don't want to say his name. I don't want to bring no hype. He did something bad, but at the same time, I can't agree or disagree. So I'm
Yeah,
going to continue to reference this guy as gentleman,
referring.
referring him as gentleman.
refer.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Over here like Nori, this drink is
yeah.
hey.
Shout out to Dream Champ.
Shout out to drinks.
Yo, salute. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So we go that gentleman, what he did, so I can't condone or anything, but if he
Yeah,
could bring rings, if he could bring records, if he could bring success to the franchise, I feel like they would have did it. I think that they just felt like, you know what, let's just rock out with this interim head coach for the year. I'm not sure the details of his contract. I
yeah,
don't know if they just let him ride out for the rest of the year. I don't know if they signed him for a couple of years, multiple years, but I'm
yeah,
assuming they're gonna let him ride out and then give them time to look out for the by next season, off season, and get everything situated. So that's why my question to you guys is: would you guys honestly think he is a great coach, or is he in a system that is built
I
him to be a great coach?
well, like I said, firsthand knowledge of what they say, he's the guy. Now, yeah, systems do work, but they was saying what his defensive schemes are is what he pulls off is the reason why they're so good. And you heard some of the guys say it. during the playoffs last year. The way they're playing defense is like they did in the 90s. They're not playing that softcore stuff no more. So they actually went back to the old school way of playing basketball. So for one of y'all little youngers that say them old school cats couldn't play defense, that's what
Shit.
Boston just did. They went back to the old way, and it stopped a lot of people. They was actually checking people and getting on top of them and hovering over them and jumping the ball and all of that other stuff. And it worked.
Yeah, they were definitely
And
getting points off
yeah,
of the transition, especially
yeah,
defensive. You know what I mean? They'll
yeah,
get a steal, pass the ball, they transition, and go ahead and score. They did they did get a lot of points off of that. So I
yeah,
do give you that. But that's why I just wanted to make sure to
yeah,
separate them. You know, like the question with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
yeah.
Is it because of one or the other? So that's why I'm asking if you separate them. Do you think? So you're saying that if he was to go to any other team in the NBA, doesn't
Yeah,
matter the team,
yeah.
it will be success. And by my definition of success is that it is better than the year before, even if it's
It just
one game better.
it
Listen,
just
as
depends.
long
It depends
go
on
ahead.
the people that he has. Like Boston ain't no slouch just by names alone.
But what I
I
mean
Nah.
mean,
is
yeah,
they got to do better than what they did the couple years
yeah.
before. So if they win more games than they did before the season before, to me that's success. So do you think if you put him in any team, he can get you anywhere between 1+ more wins than the season before? Because you have to be able to do that in order
He
to
be
be considered
close.
a good head coach, in my opinion. You got to be able to bring wins because of
Uh,
your
uh,
schemes or your brain. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
That all depends on
I
what
don't look
team
at
he
success.
going to.
Yeah, I don't look at success like that. I look at success more as in
Because if he goes to a
we've
shitty
seen what you were doing, but this player cannot handle that player at all. That like let's just throw out your boy LeBron, and let's just say it's young LeBron and he was
Mhm.
going off or this or that. Who's stopping that? It can this player on this side
Kobe,
hold? Well, Kobe could, but you know hold
Hey,
a
Kobe
candle to
made
this
them.
guy over here. Yeah, could he stop this guy? Now you might have lost the game, but everybody knew, like, dang, they playing a whole lot different. If they can get a couple more pieces in there and trade and get this person or that person, that's what I look at success is. Whenever it's the show of it. Oh yeah, they're good. They just need somebody else.
you
I
know,
think he got
Now,
to show me.
yeah,
But go ahead, Loso. He
yeah.
got to show me that he's successful. But go ahead, Loso. What do you think? You
I
think he's
mean, it all
successful, coach?
to me, I'm not going to discredit and say he's not. I mean,
Okay.
he had a great season last season. I mean, we can't say he
And the
didn't.
year before that too. I mean, I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
like,
he's had but this is the thing nowadays. You also got to take accountability. Do the players take to you?
Yep.
Because they're all prima donnas. Because
Yep.
what's the main problem in Brooklyn?
And that's the problem. Yeah.
You know
but
what I'm
hold on. So
saying? Them players shit on their coaches, and their coaches has been soft, and they either don't speak up or they just kind of like
do the
whatever.
players not respect him in Boston
Yeah,
before
they
this
do. The
situation?
Yeah,
players,
they
yeah,
do.
they
The
do.
players love
They
him.
do.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if he went and now let's be honest, okay? They don't have, like you guys just said, Boston doesn't have slouch players.
Yeah.
Easily, they have 4 all-stars off the top of my head. Their whole starting lineup is 5 all-stars.
And a supporting cast on the
That's not
bench.
even
Yeah, they got a
including the
Yeah.
bench.
supporting
Yeah.
cast. So with that being said, so much talent on there. You telling me that he's not able to handle Brooklyn with their
What?
situation? He should be able to, right?
Well,
He's
no.
tested.
That's the problem. Well, that's the problem,
Go ahead.
and
What
that's
is the
what I was.
problem?
All right, like I said, Brooklyn Nets are imploding. You got Ben
But the
Simmons.
talent is there.
You got Ben Simmons.
The
They
talent
should have
is
never
there.
they should have never went. They got the talent there, but just check us out.
They don't
This
need
guy
Ben
should
Simmons to shoot.
no,
They do
he
not
should have
need
never
Ben Simmons to shoot
Rebound,
and
rebound, and
facilitate
defense.
and
yeah,
Yeah,
they
just
defense.
put
should have
your
never
arms up. Put your arms
they
up, bro.
no
That's all you
no,
need.
but that's not even the problem. He
Okay,
should
go
have
ahead.
never
I'm gonna
been
let you
there.
ride.
Yeah, he should have never been there. He's
No.
already had all this stuff that was happening now with Brooklyn. It was already going on with him, and they took a chance on it anyway. So they're
Brooklyn is
paying
a
him for basically
shit
for
show
free.
right now.
That and exactly. Let me finish this. Then you had James Harden that didn't want to play for him. He got out. He stopped playing for him. Then you got Kyrie that, oh, I ain't gonna get the shot. I ain't gonna play but half the season, and then expect us to make the playoffs. Then you got Kevin Durant saying he wanted to be traded. And if you don't trade me, this, and they said that, guess what? We ain't gonna trade you. So
Brooklyn is a shit show.
you got
Prima
a bunch of
donnas.
niggas out here acting a fool for one cat to come in one season and try to change it. It might not happen like that.
You don't
But
think
what
No.
he could,
he's
No
able to do it?
coach.
That's my question.
No
Do you think he's
coach
able to
right
do it?
now.
Yes or
Listen,
no? Nobody? Nobody.
yes, there's people that could
there's
do it, but
Okay,
it
coaches,
might
but
but
can
take
he?
time.
Can this
Yeah,
gentleman
I
do it?
think he could. I think he could do it, but I think it would
They
take him
just
a little
didn't give it a
time.
chance.
Yeah, they just didn't give him a chance.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. I don't
I'm
think he could.
50-50. I'm 50-50 on the fence for this one.
Nah,
I
listen.
think he could. I think he could.
I was trying
I
to get
think he
you.
can. Listen,
Mhm.
listen, hold on
Go
before
ahead,
you
go
go.
ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
I think he could if he sits down and talks with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Ben
Yeah.
Simmons not even a factor right now. We're not. He's not even
Nope.
a sit down. He's not even a
Nope.
sit down nigga. He shouldn't even be included in this conversation. So
Mhm.
if all three of them can come to an agreement, he can do something. But the way Brooklyn is going, it's a shit show, bro. Brooklyn is a shit show, and you need niggas like Pat Riley or Phil Jackson. You need some
Yes.
old school niggas that
Yeah.
gonna put their foot in their ass and give these little
Exactly.
motherfuckers a fucking reasoning, bro. Because Steve
Exactly.
Nash, nigga, my daughter shit on this nigga, bro.
Steve
Steve
Nash is a
Nash, and
good
he's
ball
a
player
nice
though.
guy. He's a nice
Yeah.
guy. But I'm just saying, like, he's not coach material.
To
They
me,
should
And
have
it's
knew not
not
to get that.
he is
it's
the
not that
most
he's not coach
overrated
material.
player
Yeah.
in the history of the NBA. In my, I
Listen to this guy.
do. Shut up. Go ahead. Shut up.
No,
I'm
do your
done.
thing, do your thing. I'm just
No.
See,
saying,
I'm saying,
he
look,
was
I'm
not up
like,
for the
yeah.
job. Steve Nash was not it
Uh,
though to begin with. So if you want to replace the Brook, you know what I'm saying, with the guy, because we're not gonna say his name because of Joey, you know what I'm saying? If you want to replace him with the guy, then yeah, he would have been a better far choice to go with than what the fuck they've been going through. But that whole organization right now is a shit show. And Harden leaving should let niggas know, nigga, this ain't it, bruh. Cause Harden is always is some bullshit, and we know this. If you
No,
follow
but
Harden,
look, Harden's been doing better. I mean, I
he been
yeah.
understand
doing
what you're
better.
saying.
But
He
I'm
is
I'm glad
shaved.
that he
He
left
been
because he knew it was a
balling.
shit show. He knew it was a shit show, bro.
He knew, but if the way he playing now, he's glad he left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
He
Harden
balling.
made a smart move to go to Philly. Yeah, I would have left too.
All right, so
It's
I hate to
rough.
say this, but you look, he's not good. I don't think he's good. This gentleman, this person is not a good head coach. He's trash. I have to say that until he proves me wrong. You have to go to a team and
So he
prove
pretty
to me
much
that
got to
you,
he pretty much got to do a Brady.
bro, it's not even that hard. It's simple as, you know what? Last season, right? Let's go ahead and say, because right now in the
Brooklyn got
West,
knocked
the
out what
worst team is
first
the
first round,
Rockets,
right?
right? And let's say the Rockets only win 20 games this season, right? Let's just assume. All right, the Rockets win 20 games. If he becomes a head coach of the Rockets, right? As long as he has 21 wins, I consider that a success. So if he can do that, that's just me, at least. Because what I'm saying is, are you able, with your name and your coaching, able to get at least one extra win than the team did before with the same roster? That's all I'm
But
saying. You get what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
though,
The
you
But
don't give
same
that man no
roster. Are
credit
you able
though.
to get more out of them than the other coach did? That's the only way to do it. Now, if you did way better than one win, cool.
I
That's
mean,
that's and that's me being a
we
nice guy, giving him
and we
that
gotta even look
extras.
at it. We gotta
And I
even
don't
look at
think
it
he could
like
do
this
that.
though.
I don't think he could do that.
Before him, they still had the same system, and they
He's a
were
system
playoff.
coach. He just took over.
They before that they were a playoff contending, and they would usually go about mid round and get put out.
No,
A
Yeah.
second
Brad
round.
Stevens has taken them to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah. Yeah, as call it the mid, and then you got the top, the championship.
But still, that's just one extra level, and that's the same
Yeah.
system because they had more time to deal with it. That just look. First of all, I hate the fact that we even fucking talking about Boston for this long. I fucking hate Boston. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck Boston. Fuck them. I don't care. Okay, so we gonna get to the fucking.
I fucks with y'all, Boston.
Look,
yeah,
Joey's
you know I'm
on
a
his
Bulls
own.
fan.
Joey's
I'm a
on his
Bulls
own
fan.
because
He's on his
I fuck
own.
with some
I
Boston
fucks with
niggas.
Boston.
I know
fucks
some
with
Boston niggas I fuck with. Shout out
I
to the
fuck with all
Boston
care.
y'all.
niggas
Shout
out
out
that
to
I
way.
don't care.
Boston.
Joey
Yeah.
You know what I'm
PC
saying?
hit
Shout
me
out
up
to
on
the
my
Boston.
social
We gonna
media.
come get a Philly's cheesesteak and all that. I'm ready,
I
y'all.
don't know
What's
about
up?
this
So-
nigga. We not in Boston, nigga. I don't know
So,
where he going.
I'm
But
gonna
shout out to
give
the
you.
Boston niggas out there on the block, yo.
Nah, fuck Boston. Anyway, I'm gonna give you the standings as it is right now because I mean it's really early, right? It's only November 9th right now as we're recording, so we're looking at the really early standings of the NBA right now.
Yeah.
So at the
Niggas, what?
top of the Western Conference, we got the Jazz at 9-3, the Suns at 7-3, Trailblazers 7-3, Nuggets 7-3, Mavericks 6-3. Grizzlies 7-4, Clippers 6-5, Pelicans 5-5, Spurs 5-6, Timberwolves 5-6, Thunders 4-6, Warriors 4-7, Kings 3-6, Lakers 2-8, Rockets 2-9.
Shout out to LeBron. 2-8.
Okay. I mean, look. I am very fair. Everybody knows I am very black and white. So shout out to the Lakers when they got their first win and throwing champagne in the fucking locker room. Y'all sure know how to win. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. What the
Y'all championship caliber team, baby.
Listen, as a LeBron fan, I hate to hear about that, but hey, I'm honest. You know what I mean? I definitely want to
niggas
give
is
a shout
poo.
out to Shanye. You need to get on this podcast.
Yeah, get on
You need
this
to get on
podcast.
here.
Bring
We're gonna
your
let you
ass
talk.
here, boy.
You
That
can
niggas-
speak what you gotta say. If you
That
don't
man
believe
should.
me, just hit me up on the back channels. Y'all already know what it is.
That
Yeah,
man
shout out
should.
to Sean.
That
Yeah.
He's
man
scared.
should.
He's
He
scared.
should.
You
Look,
don't like
I'm not
hearing
gonna
the
say a
facts.
word. Look, I'm not gonna say a word. I just want to hear it.
Yeah,
You
he
his
can say
daddy?
whatever he wants, but we
actually-
gonna give him the facts.
You his daddy.
You know the
You gonna
funny
give
thing about it is,
lashes?
this is the funny part about it. I actually agree with him with the Kobe thing. I agree with Sean on Kobe.
What? Kobe's a bootleg copy of Jordan? I agree too. I agree.
Well, yeah,
agree.
we can say that. He's
Bootleg.
better than LeBron.
Bootleg.
Better
Yeah, he's still
LeBron.
better than LeBron.
Kobe
Exactly.
is like the Jordan logo with the butt cheeks on it. You know what I mean? That's
Look,
Kobe
Kobe might
right
be
there.
the bootleg, but LeBron's the floppy disk.
Anyway, let's get back to this. See, we talking about LeBron, and he was in the Eastern
He gonna
Conference a
run with that
long
one.
time. We're gonna talk about the Eastern Conference record. So, and you know what? Before I go ahead and let you guys know the Eastern Conference record, even at the end of the season, and we know what the record and all that stuff is, it really doesn't matter, does it?
No, not
The
really.
fifth seed, the sixth seed, the seventh seed could win the whole shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about the NBA. So at number 1, we got the Bucks at 9-1, Cavaliers 8 wait, what? Cavaliers 8-2. That's insane, all right?
Who's on the Cavs?
Hold on.
Cleveland got?
Hold on. There's a 2-headed dragon leading the Cavaliers. You know I love basketball. So they clearly got Donovan Mitchell from Utah. He's playing in there.
Donovan Mitchell's out there.
Spider's playing out there. And guess who just out of nowhere found the fountain of youth and is balling like that nigga 19 years old? K-Love.
K-Love.
Balling.
He done came to
nigga.
life. He need a young nigga.
Balling.
Mitchell done got him in. Donovan Mitchell done got him out there.
Kevin Love
He's
been
still there.
balling ever
He's
since
still there.
Bron left.
Kevin Love is still there, balling. The
What's in Cleveland?
Yeah.
What's in
Silver
Cleveland?
Fox out there
Niggas
balling,
been
nigga.
gone. What's in Cleveland? Cleveland niggas don't even want to live in Cleveland.
Yo, hey yo, Cleveland's over there in Ohio. Definitely want to shout out our friend of the pod. Go ahead, Loso. You want to say Don?
Oh yeah, shout out to Shoebox Entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Check out the merch they got. Check us out on our Facebook
Merch,
page and check out
merch.
all his merch. And
1
and he
million
does all that
tees.
shit. You need
Yeah,
shirts,
all
whatever
that.
it is, man. He in Ohio. Hit him up.
Yeah.
1 million tees.
1 million
Careful.
tees. Look him up. So, all right. So I'm gonna get into this. Yeah. So Cavaliers 8-2. That's insane. All right. So in third place, Celtics 7-3. Hawks 7-3. The Raptors is 6-5. Bulls 6-6. Knicks 5-5. Pacers 5-5. Wizards 5-6. The 76ers is 5-6. Nets is 4-7. Heat is 4-7. Hornets is 3-8. Pistons is 3-8, and the Magic at 2-9 to top it. Well, round out the bottom. So, I mean, it's not surprising to me that the Bucks are on top, but hey, they're on top. What, last 3-4 years, and they ain't really won all of them. So
Still early.
I mean,
it's early,
yeah,
definitely
it's
mad
really
early.
early. It's really early. Yeah, it's super early for
But
basketball.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just seeing the Bucks there doesn't surprise me. They're a great regular season team.
Yeah.
They're just not able to be able to finish as many seasons as I expected them to finish. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did have
Yeah,
what? They
I
got
see what you're saying.
two rings. Does he got 2 rings or one? I really don't
One.
want to. Okay.
He's got one. He's been there twice in like the last
Okay.
3 years.
So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The Cavs, that I'm surprised.
Shout out to
yeah.
Cleveland though. I'm all bullshit aside. Shout out to Cleveland though.
Yeah.
You know, we
And
shitting on the
Boston.
market now.
And Boston.
I mean, it's up to you. I ain't got no hate for Cleveland now. Boston,
Nah, I
fuck
ain't
you.
got no
But
hate for
Cleveland,
Cleveland.
you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Nah, I just be
Oh.
joking. I be joking. Yeah, you and Boston gotta. Yeah, y'all need to go hug it
Yo.
out in the corner or something, nigga. I don't know what's wrong with you and Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
I feel
Never.
you, but you.
It's in the blood, nigga. Never.
Shout out to Pedro Martinez.
All right. So I'm gonna have to kick out Loso for the rest of the remainder of the podcast.
Oh shit!
Big Poppy. Big Poppy.
Big Poppy Ortiz.
Big
Damn.
Poppy.
All right.
Do pop.
So in the East, Smoke One is beefing with, well, Loso, I'm gonna say first because he's a real fan through and through. You could tell by the merch that he got on his head.
Come on, son.
You know what I mean?
Thanks, baby.
I am a default Knicks fan. I was born in New York. That is the team that I was born into. But when it comes to the NBA, I love the basketball so much that I just have favorite players. So I'd like to see the teams of the players that they play for win. So I know you may feel how it is. The old heads might be like, oh my God, blasphemy. It is what it is. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I know the young niggas is feeling exactly what I'm saying. And that's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? Because Smoke One,
everybody gets a trophy now. You know what I mean? That's
Smoke One is from Tennessee, yet he somehow was a Chicago Bulls fan. But whatever.
We don't have a
you know what I mean?
we didn't have a
basketball
basketball team. We didn't have a basketball team then. Look, we didn't have a basketball team when I was younger.
Hey,
the Chicago Bulls.
By default, yours
we didn't
should
have
be the
Hawks.
Enough.
I'm old enough to know.
Close enough to be the Hawks.
To know. No, it shouldn't be that. It should be who I pick.
I mean, I don't know the closest team besides that. What is like before that? When you were born, was it the Minneapolis Lakers?
Damn.
He's like, no, don't do that.
Not that old. Hell, I ain't that old shit. But yeah, I stick with my teams after I get one. It's stuck.
So yeah, your team, the Bulls, they in 6th place with the record 6-6.
Yeah,
that's a little awkward right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel about your team? Like, do you think they got a squad? Like, what you think? I mean, you
we
want me to tell you the lineup before
still
you even say anything?
we still
I got the
injury
lineup right in
prone.
front of me.
That's what, yeah, you can throw it out the lineup, but we still injury prone. So last year, that's what happened is injury, and we were in the race for, probably going deep into the playoffs, and then it just kind of fell off.
Okay, so I
But
see
yeah,
here the
give them the lineup.
not the starting lineup, but it's the roster. Because I don't think they just did it
Yeah,
by starting lineup. They just did the whole roster.
yeah.
So we got point guard Lonzo Ball, shooting guard
Injury
Javante
prone,
Green. Yeah,
kind of injury prone. Yeah, yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
Dalen
yeah.
Terry, shooting guard. Andre
hmm
Drummond, center. Derrick
Yeah,
Jones Jr., uh, small forward. DeMar
yeah.
DeRozan, shooting guard. Tony Bradley,
Baller.
center. I mean, yeah, DeMar DeRozan. See, DeMar DeRozan to me, he's never a Batman. He's a Robin. He's a real good
Yeah,
Robin. Like you really get a top tier player, he definitely could play off the top tier player. And I no disrespect to DeMar DeRozan, but he's a real good Robin. Like he's a
yeah.
good sidekick. They got Tony
Hey,
Bradley as a center, Patrick Williams, power forward. Oh, y'all got Vujicic as a center. I mean, he's a
yeah,
top tier
we
player
do.
right there.
Yeah.
Malcolm Hill, small forward. Oh, y'all got Alex Caruso. I mean, he's not
hmm
an explosive in the
No,
offense,
streaky.
top tier defender. He will
Yeah,
guard you. So I'll give you that
yeah.
on that shit. Kobe White, that's my nigga right there.
hmm
He's a beast.
you be,
I give
yeah, be
yo,
balling.
my favorite player of that whole team is Kobe White. He a baller.
Uh,
I'm telling you,
hey,
he's similar. He reminds me a lot of not an old school player. He reminds me a lot of the nigga from Memphis. Look at that.
John Morant.
John Morant. He reminds me a lot. He's
Yeah,
explosive like that. You know what I mean? He does
yeah.
what he got to. He reminds me a lot of him. Um, then they got Antetokounmpo's little brother,
hmm
Costas. They got Zach LaVine, elite.
hmm
Goran Dragic. I'm surprised they even got him. I didn't even know that. So I mean, you guys are top heavy on the backcourt.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of backcourt power,
hmm
bench, all that shit. So I
Oh
definitely
yeah.
would give y'all that shit. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Since you know, Loso's back and all that shit. Oh no, he ain't even back yet.
Yeah, he back. He back.
Nah, he ain't even back yet. He don't know nothing about. He ain't
Yeah,
got
he
no
ain't got no
headphones on.
heads
He ain't
rolls
ready.
on.
He
Yeah.
ain't ready.
Oh, this
We
nigga.
ready. Look, he ain't ready. So no, but
This
all jokes
motherfucker
aside,
always
Chicago
bullshit.
got a little something to do. If they could pull something, get something going, maybe one of their big men start getting a little streaky to
Exactly.
open it up. Y'all definitely do got a chance. I
Our
definitely give y'all that.
our big men gotta like hold it down. That's always been our problems. Our big men's gotta hold it down. And they were talking about trading and getting somebody in. Heck, there's a rumor that somebody was looking to see if AD could fit in. you know,
Hey, that would not be bad. They need a stretch big.
but he don't want to play stretch.
He will. He can be
He'll
successful,
have
but
to.
you know
He
what's the
can
problem?
be.
The
Yeah.
problem is y'all don't have enough big men to like hold the center so that he's
Yeah.
able to get out. You know what I mean? Again, that's my
Yeah.
opinion. I ain't never played professionally or nothing like that, but yeah, that's what I think. So, what do you think the top 3 teams out of the East gonna be though? I mean, I hear you with the Bulls already.
Bull. I always got to throw me out there.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. I know if I'm asking you personally, you definitely gonna throw the Bulls. I already got
Got
it. So,
to.
what are your next 2?
Man.
I mean, obviously, I think the Bucks is the top tier.
But Yeah.
And the
And
rest is a toss up, in my opinion. I got to see more of the
well,
season go.
well, Atlanta's been streaky here recently.
I mean, I like Atlanta, but it just,
Yeah.
yo, they got a, all jokes aside, they got a
Miami.
monster
Yeah.
squad. Like, they really
Yeah.
got a
Miami.
good
No.
team. It's just they're not taking advantage of what they're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing.
Shout out to Jimmy Butler. You know what I
Miami,
mean?
yo, they
Shout
Miami.
out
good.
to the
They good.
plug, nigga.
Yeah,
This
shout
gonna
out
be
to Jimmy Butler.
gas.
Ooh, relax, brother. Well, look. Son Loso's back over here. You know what I mean?
He's out here wilding out.
And he don't even know.
Y'all don't even know the day I've had today. I'm gonna let you know that now. Smoke One don't even know the day I've had.
All right. Well, we over here talking about the NBA, not the day you had. I hear you, though.
Yeah.
Been stressful, man. You know what
So
I'm
we
saying?
talking
It's a
about the
lot.
top teams. We talking about the top teams in the East, and we went through Smoke One's team because you know what I mean. He's a Chicago Bulls fan. We broke
Yeah.
down his roster. What's the opportunities? What do you think is going to happen to him? So me, I love basketball, the NBA, so I'm all for the NBA. I guess my team is Adam Silver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
You
boy's
like
Like,
that? You
stupid.
like that?
yeah, that's it.
Get the Baldy real quick, represent.
Yeah, represent
I
one
hear
time
you.
for the one
so,
time.
so you are, in my opinion, that's why I say you are a real fan of the Knicks. So since you on here, rolling it up, you know what I mean. Got
New
some of
York
that
style,
straight fire,
baby.
that blood fire,
Hey.
blood fire. We gonna
This
break down
man
the
here.
Knicks real quick and they roster.
The
So
Knicks,
right
baby.
now, the Knicks are in 7th place, right under the Bulls. We 5-5. I say we because I'm from New York, default, but out of respect, I don't consider myself a Knicks fan because the real Knicks fans, they've gone through a lot of issues, a lot of loss, a lot of sadness. So I can never compare it to y'all. So the Knicks are
Man,
five
we've
and
been going
five,
through it.
at least
Second chance.
above at 500, literally. So on their roster, they got Julius Randle, power forward, Miles McBride, point guard, Isaiah Hartenstein, center, RJ Barrett, shooting guard, Derrick Rose, point guard, Jericho Sims at a center, Ryan Archidanico, point guard. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. You know what I mean? I'm saucy, so you already know. Yeah, I'm definitely skipping you. Somebody from the Europe or something, small forward. Jalen Brunson, Cam Reddish, Farron Hunt, Mitchell Robinson at center. He's a beast. Trevor Keels, Evan Fournier, Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, and Obi Toppin. So off that roster right there, how you feeling for the season? You feeling like y'all got a squad that can get into the playoffs and be
Man, look,
contenders?
we just need. I say we need about maybe one or two more, at least bench players. We be decent. We be decent.
Listen,
I ain't gonna say we gonna be beasting and shit, but
you
we in
need
the
one or
good
two
mood.
all-stars more. Like I hate to
Hey,
say.
why you got all this shit on my
nah,
parade, man? You
nah,
know what I'm
listen,
saying?
I'm being real. Like, unless niggas is stepping up, man. Listen, out of all this, right? The only one I'm not saying I'm fearing, but I give respect to because they could ball, right? I'm gonna give it to Julius Randle, Derrick Rose,
We got Derrick Rose.
yeah, Obi Toppin, right?
Damn,
And
shout out
then
to D
those are
Rose and
three
back in New York, baby.
and Mitchell Robinson. Those are four guarantees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna give you a couple possibles: Evan Fournier, streaky, Emmanuel Quickly, maybe Cam Reddish. Oh, and RJ Barrett. Those are the streaky ones. You never know what you're gonna get from them. Those are possibles. That's a lot of possibles. So if everything goes right, there is a squad there. But man, they gotta outperform what I already believe of them. So I'm not hating on him. I'm just thinking realistically.
Let's see how healthy D Rose stays. First
These
off,
are all the keys. These are the keys. Just like
that's what I'm
someone's
saying.
team, a lot of injury-prone players.
Injury prone players, yeah.
And
That's
that's
what
the
I'm saying,
problem.
man. You just shit on my parade, man. You know what I'm saying? You always sitting on the Knicks, man.
I'm
You bad
not.
luck, bro.
I'm just being honest. I mean, at this point, the Bulls have a better roster that we
They
just
do.
read through.
Shit, Cleveland got a better roster.
Shit, they got at least an all-star,
Yeah.
future franchise player,
I don't know, man.
Donovan Mitchell. Who y'all think is going to be the MVP? I'm going to go ahead
Look,
and
we
say,
can
bro.
we can use the guy. How about that?
Bro,
We'll
the
take the guy.
Joker's getting a three-peat MVP.
Nah, Luka Doncic.
You think Lucas
All
turn?
right, I'll give you Luka for second
Luka
place.
Doncic.
Bro,
It's still early though. It's still early.
the
Still
Joker
early.
is breaking. Yo, he just broke. He has the most triple doubles for a center of all time.
He
Damn.
might do it.
Yeah, already. And he's still balling. So again, that's my nomination. But I definitely see Luka. I see Luka. I see you, nigga.
Yeah, for real. He be balling. He be straight balling.
All right, then. So, how y'all feel about Golden State? You feel like they might repeat to get into the championship?
It's hard to
the finals.
It's
hard
hard
to
because
repeat.
there's right now they're saying there's a lot of internal going on right
Problem.
now. Yeah.
Him, the
What
whole
have you heard
situation with
allegedly?
Draymond.
Go ahead, let
I
us know.
mean,
What
the
is
whole
it that you
Draymond
heard?
and Chris Poole is one of the situations. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to say Chris. I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's just a sticky situation out with the whole thing out west out there. But
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of internal shit going on.
Oh yeah, that
So
they said it
I
was
don't
way
know.
more stuff under the radar that they're not talking about that was going on in the locker rooms and stuff
But I
like that.
mean,
So
look at Klay Thompson's the way he's moving. Even he's lashing out and acting out. There's something going on in that locker room, bro.
I mean, they only got 2 wins.
Yeah, to be last year's championship team and you only got 2
I mean,
wins.
it is early,
they
but
get streaky. Like Golden State starts getting in their bag and they start getting streaky and then they start
they
going
4
off.
and 7
Yes,
right
they
now.
Yeah,
They
do.
12.
They
So
do, but they don't have this much going on either that they're doing like they got going on right now.
I mean, it is early. I can't say shit until after All-Star. And what I mean by that is before the All-Star, if anybody has kind of found their way, they might find their way. But after
Yeah.
All-Star, after a month, if whatever it is, 9 out of 10 times, that's what you're going to see in the playoffs. They're
Yeah.
going to get better after a month after the All-Star, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is.
It is definitely early. But definitely looking at players play, Luka's a top player. You know what I mean? Trey's been a little cold lately.
Trigger.
I mean, yeah, a little cold. That's why they say Trigger, because he ain't acting like Trigger Trey. He's just acting like Trey.
Yeah.
Ice Trey. You know what I mean?
Ice Trey.
Ice Trey.
Damn,
Trigger
that bad.
Trey. Yeah. You know what I mean? So before we continue on with all these things, I really don't give a fuck about that. Let's honestly talk about this big headline that we have from Brooklyn. And y'all already know what I'm about to get into. And it's Kyrie Irving. Allegedly, not allegedly, there's actually a whole list, and I'm not even going to read about it because I think it's stupid, to be honest with you. But they made a list of things he had to do before he can play. And his response was, you know what? I'm about to retire. And the reason was for this because he shared a link or a shared thing about a movie that is labeled as anti-Semitic, and that's what started this whole drama.
So he retired?
Hello, so what you got?
He retired?
He claims that if that's what it takes, I'll retire from basketball.
I think it's stupid. Nah, fuck that.
I wouldn't do it either. But we ain't gonna get into that. Not on
Why
this.
not?
Not
This
on
is
this
it.
episode.
Why not?
Man,
You
I
don't
really
want to
won't
get
go there.
into it?
You want to go there with it?
Well, hold on. Let's not smoke one. Does he got
You
something
really
to
want to
say
go there
real
with it?
quick, or
You really want
does
to
he
go there
think it's
with
appropriate? You know, because me, I'm for the smoke, but you know,
I'm
this is the last topic.
I'm for all the
it?
smoke on this one. Like, all right.
I mean, just take
So
it there then. Fuck that.
he had a press conference. He talked about it. He said he watched the movie. He just posted it up there. Now I do get that what you say is media is a promotion. I get that. But he absolutely said what he said on the side is he loves everybody. He loves all races, religions. He's not trying to degrade nobody or make nobody feel bad, this, that, and the third. And then people still said, well, you're promoting hate. But you didn't hear what he said on the side. Now, take it at face value. That's what I'm gonna take it as his word, because he hasn't shown me anything different than that he loves everybody. So that's it. That's as far as I'm going. Why do you got to go jump through some hoops because you watched the movie? I'm pretty sure we've all watched some fucked up shit in our life, and you know, talked about it on the side or whatever. And should we get in trouble for watching something?
Nah.
I mean, I watch dumb stuff just to see if I can find the loopholes and holes in it. Stuff that I don't like all the time. It doesn't mean that I'm promoting it like that, or I'm trying to have a hate speech to somebody or nothing like that. I'm just trying to see where they coming from, so I have a way to fight it and battle it.
Well, look, when it comes to this whole, and I hate when they label something as anti-Semitic, right?
Yeah.
Because an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take off that label, right?
Yeah.
Somebody is basically claiming, making a statement, right? Let's just get very vague and very general. Party A is making a claim against Party B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Party B is doing everything in their power to silence Party A. In a normal situation, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm assuming that Party A is telling the truth.
Yeah.
Why else would Party B do everything in their power to silence Party A?
Mm-hmm.
So in this situation, Party A is Kanye, and Party
Yeah.
B is apparently whoever it is that he offended by his anti-Semitic comments. You know what I mean? And that's what it were. I'm not here to disagree or agree because
Yeah.
I'm not Jewish or have any experience when it comes to that. So I
Yeah.
can't make that statement for it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, that's all it is. You know what I mean? And I feel like when he said the statements, Kanye, about slavery,
Yeah.
I didn't see any of these companies canceling him. I don't
Yeah.
see nobody like, oh, how
Facts.
dare you say this and that. But
Facts.
again, oddly enough, he says something against the Jewish community, and the reaction is what we saw. He went from
Yeah.
being one of the most richest black men in American history, the most, I think, and he just went from that to $500 million. Like, what does that say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying I agree with what he's saying. I'm not sponsoring his statements, but it looks really
It
bad on
looks
the other
really bad.
side
It
with
looks
the
super
actions
bad.
that you causing. You know what I mean? So if you want to say, well, it's all about being right, well, clearly it's not, because when he
Yeah.
made statements about slaves and me not being
Yeah.
a
Oh,
black man, I
yeah.
took offense to that. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I can only imagine how the black community felt about that. If I took
Facts.
offense to that, I'm pretty sure the black community took it way worse than what I took it. So,
Yes.
in order for him to make a statement like that and nobody bat an eye,
Yeah.
nobody, all of the companies still supported him, all the
Supported him
companies
and
still
everything.
backed him. It's okay. We understand. It's your freedom of speech. Well, guess what? he said something against you guys, and now you guys got to have a problem, and you guys all cut him off.
Yeah.
I think there's something more to it. Again, that's my opinion. I am not
Listen,
an educated man. I'm a high school dropout, far from being educated, but it just, to me, is common sense. Go ahead.
It
I said
is.
too much.
I mean, yeah, it's just funny that he's pointing the fingers and it's like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, in the backhand, he's lost everything.
I don't even get it. Like Joey said, whenever he was spewing all the other stuff to all the other communities, not one thing was said. As in the main group or businesses that he was venturing with. Up until it hit home, then it's a problem. So what the question would be, it's not that if it's right or wrong, is y'all don't fool with us either.
That
That
brings
that's
up
the
bigger
question.
questions.
Yeah, do y'all not fool with us? The bigger consumer, like we're the consumers of most of your products. So do you not fool with us on the side like you fool with yourself? And that's the problem. If it would have been like, all right then, all right, we see you. They don't be playing game. They don't play no games. They're not playing no games with nobody like that. All right, we feel you. But they didn't do that. They waited till it was them, and then it was a problem. And I mean, and then I got to go off of what he said off of Drink Champs. Shout out to Drink Champs again. Nori, you done your thing. I mean, I know you had to come out and apologize or whatever, but
But see,
he let us.
that's another thing
He,
though. You got people that's backing them behind closed doors, but in the light, ain't nobody backing them.
mm,
Niggas is scared to lose their shit.
I mean, the only thing that he said it was he was jealous of the community, the
Yeah, he
way
never said
they
nothing.
done it.
He never said nothing. He never said nothing. In my opinion, anything negative towards the community, he should have worded it a lot
He
differently.
that was his problem. He don't know how to
He did
word
not
things when
come
he
out
say
and
it.
word, but a lot of that
Yeah,
shit does make sense of what he said. His
yeah,
problem is he's one of them people that as he's thinking,
yeah.
he's
He's
spewing it
talking.
out
Yeah,
instead of processing it and bring
figuring
it
out the
to
best way to say it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because a lot of shit is not wrong. If you listen
yeah.
to him, he's not wrong on a lot of stuff. So
And this is not an endorsement to Kanye or whatever.
no,
It's
it's
just
not.
off of what we
It's
think. I don't
plain
even
sight. It's common
like.
knowledge.
There's a lot of things that he said that I don't condone or acknowledge like that, and but whenever he came out and I seen what he was trying to say, because even Nori was like, so why wouldn't you just say, he's like, see, that's it right there. What the way you said that just right there is the way like we're here. You like they were telling
He
him how to say
realized
it, and
that he was
he
trying to get
realized,
there.
yeah, yeah, he realized what he was trying to say, and he said it the wrong way. I mean, so
Yeah, you can if you watch the interview closely, it I think they blew it out of proportion. And if you really know Kanye and really been following him through the years, you kind of know how to decipher what he's trying to say by now. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, he made it clearly that he did not hate the community. He was
yeah,
jealous. And he was jealous because of the way they're as a community, they're a real great community. I mean, he was
yeah,
shouting them out at the same time that everybody's trying to make it seem like he was shitting on them. And he wasn't.
yeah. And to their point, I get to where whenever you hear something, you fly off the rails and be like, "Oh, now he's coming after us." Blah blah blah. Blah. I get that, but
And
sometimes you
yeah,
got to
yeah,
sit
and
back
I've
and
had to learn
really
that with you.
listen, sit
And
back
you've
and really listen before you talk. Get the whole story and then respond. Like what, or even come to somebody and be like, so what are you really trying to say? Like, get it all out there so I can hear what you got to say. Now, what are you like? So does this mean this? Does this mean this? Start asking these questions. Sometimes, like, the world's getting soft, y'all. I mean, It's
It
getting super
is.
soft. It's getting super soft where you
Everybody
can't
wins
say
trophy.
nothing.
Everybody
Yeah,
wins trophy. Everybody gets a
yeah.
trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy and all this, and forget that shit.
That's
I
what I'm
can't stand
saying.
that shit.
Like, bro, there's no you can't say nothing to nobody nowadays. You can't voice an opinion, but what are we fighting? What are the rights and the amendments for then? It
To
sounds to
be
me like it's
quiet.
trying to go like it's turning into a communistic place
I
slowly but
mean,
surely. I mean, you got to do the
yeah.
research and see what's going on behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put it out there like that, but I mean, come on now, folks. Y'all better
Well, I
start waking
mean,
the fuck up.
it
Yeah, I
goes a
just
little
think
farther.
it comes with different levels. Like,
It
unfortunately,
does.
the higher you are, and we're talking about NBA/NFL type
Yeah.
caliber, hip hop artists,
Yeah,
music artists, film actors and actresses. Like, when you're at that top tier, like, they expect different from you, because that's where
Yeah.
your money comes from. You know what I mean? So, like, unfortunately, I feel like you're kind of selling your soul
yeah.
for that
So yeah,
Yeah.
money,
you
your
are no
values,
longer
your
you're no
values,
longer a
because
person.
you can't anger the people who are sponsoring you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's use an example. Let's say we get a sponsorship from some company from India, right? And we
Yeah.
say racist comments against Indian people.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think our sponsorship is going to react? So we can't make that statement, even though, and I'm not saying we
Yeah.
do agree, but let's say
No,
we
we
do
don't
feel
agree.
that way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So now we're giving up our who we are because of money, because we have a sponsorship with somebody. You know, and that may
Yeah.
be a bad example because that's not what we are. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm just trying to show, like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you are who you are. And when you get a sponsorship from somebody and you take their money, you got to understand the full context of that whole contract and what it
Uh-huh.
comes with it. You know, so
So
I
you are no
definitely,
longer a person.
for that money, it comes with something. And
It
at the
comes
end of
with
I
the
mean,
day,
something.
life is
Well, I
full of
mean,
I understand
choices.
that. Yeah, I understand that.
I
So
mean,
you're
look at
no
the
yeah.
longer a
people who
person,
gets
though.
look at the people who get sponsored by the neo Nazis. They spew
Yeah.
that type of stuff, and they get sponsored by that certain people. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with somebody who had an issue with this, right? They can go
Yeah.
ahead and do that, and then on Facebook, somebody could give them stars. And if you don't know what stars are, it's a program where people have to pay money to get X amount of stars, and you donate the stars, and the people who receive it can cash it out for money.
Yeah.
So people could sponsor you because of what you feel about,
Yeah.
and you're still getting your message across. And as long as it's a small community that helps you out and is contributing money, what else can you do? You get what I'm saying? They're gonna
Yeah.
feel like they have control. So it's crazy like that. That's just what we live in.
It is the world we live in. And
Every
you know,
narrative gets controlled.
I I get it. Like I said, I understand why they did what they did, but it's really a slippery slope when you hear somebody say, I don't mean it like that, and you still take it as that. And I know Kanye's been out there doing the absolute most. And let me go ahead and say that once again, he is doing the absolute most. But when it came to that, I seen between the lines, and I was like, he really don't mean it like that. What he was really trying to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is how can we as a people go out here and say this, that, and the third about each other, you know what I mean? And and nothing happened. But if you come out and say this, then it's a problem. And that's exactly what happened to him. I mean, literally the same scenario just happened to him. He said something about a group trying to say that they don't use they control the narrative, and something popped off.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
uh,
they don't control the narrative.
I'm not gonna say fully no.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
whoever, let's be honest, whoever's in power
yeah,
and is within the Jewish community, they do. Because,
mm,
like, let's be honest, we're all human.
Yeah.
If somebody's coming after you, when you take that personal,
Yeah.
and they come after your people in general,
Heck
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
but
what
he
I'm
didn't come
saying? You
after
can't.
them. But
They took it that way.
They took
Who
it
are
I
that
we?
way.
understand.
Who are we to say that how you feel is wrong?
Feel
No, I'm
strong.
not. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that the way they
Well,
feel is
that's what
wrong.
I'm
I'm
saying.
not.
These people
Yeah.
took it as offense. Whether they're
Yeah.
right or wrong, I'm not condoning that. All I'm saying is they felt like they had the right to feel that way. And we can't tell nobody how they feel is wrong.
Yeah.
Just don't push it on us. Those are two
Yeah.
different levels. You get what I'm saying?
Heck
So
yeah.
with that whole Kanye thing, like, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But what is your final thoughts on the Kanye thing? Does anybody want to go first on their final thoughts?
That he needs to get help again. I've been narrating that from the beginning. He needs to express all his demons to somebody that's paid to do this, and for people to actually start listening in and stop taking everything so personally. That's what I would take away from the whole Kanye thing is actually listening. And sometimes you might do some dumb stuff and then you really didn't pay attention or say something dumb because you weren't paying attention. So just sit back, think about it, and then react afterwards.
Loso?
Man, I'm not even gonna go down that route. I just hope that man, look, he just needs to say what he needs to say the right way. That's all I'm gonna say. And he better tread lightly. They gonna make it himself with his stupid ass. So I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, on a serious note, it's been a decline since his mother passed away,
Facts. Yeah.
and I mean, I guess when you get to that level of fame and how you don't trust nobody in your circle for you to really like maintain yourself.
I mean,
Like his mother had him grounded. Not even Kim could have done that shit. But I mean, we ain't gonna go down the Kardashian route either. So you know what I'm saying? That's for a whole different episode.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the only thing I can honestly say is, you know what, time will tell.
yeah.
I can't really give an opinion about this. At this point, it's too fresh. We don't know what's going on. At some point the truth will come out and only time will tell. And that's all we can do at this point. There's no facts, there's all assumptions,
Yeah.
hearsay, she said. It's all fictitious until there's actual facts to prove our opinions. So
The only facts I do gotta say this though is fuck what Adidas is doing. That's dirty. You know what I'm saying? Pay that man.
hey, checks over stripes. Yeah, I already know how I feel.
Are we deep diving into that? Is
I'm
that what we're moving into? Is that what we're
I'm
moving
fe-
into?
No,
I'm feeling
we're
Adidas
moving
first.
into at the end of the pod, where we
Yes, the
give special
end.
shout outs. So especially want to give a special shout out to the Movement Radio. I appreciate y'all for
Yeah,
everything
shout
I
out to
do.
Movement.
Go check
Yeah.
them out.
Yeah.
Listen to their podcasts and all that shit. Y'all already know what it is.
All right.
Definitely
Yeah.
check us out on Facebook, our group page, These Ninjas Podcast. Check out Movement Radio. They have a group page too on Facebook. Go check them out. YouTube, These Ninjas Podcast, Movement Radio. Check both of them out. Subscribe, like, check out the videos. A lot
Yes.
of information, and there's a lot of episodes to go through between the two channels. So
Yeah.
definitely, like always, thank you for listening. Anybody else got special shout outs?
Shout out to all the listeners, man. Yeah. Y'all keep coming
Appreciate
back.
y'all.
We
Look,
Shout
really
out to
post on,
Tenor
you
appreciate the
Kings.
know,
fans.
post on the page if y'all want hear some topics or whatever. Post on the page, man. We'll see if we can run across it.
Yeah,
Look,
We
real
trying to get
anybody.
quick
out
shout
there.
out to
Yeah,
big shout out to the whole fans. I seen the other day we
yeah,
were a couple short from hitting 900. You know what I'm saying? We really
yeah. Let's get to
appreciate that. That's
1,000.
real
Let's go to
big.
1,000.
Hey, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Slowly but surely, we really appreciate everybody
yeah.
listening, tuning in, listen to the fuckery we got it going on. Sorry, we've been slacking. Life happens, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
we back, motherfuckers. Fuck what y'all
Oh
talking about.
yeah. Oh,
what I'm
shout out
saying?
to Cougar and Madison Kelly. You know, she's on the TV show on Tubi. So if you want to go to Madison Kelly, you know, on Facebook or Instagram, you know, check her out and check out the show on Tubi. And shout out to Nyla and Taz too.
All right, definitely special shout out to NWO. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah,
Lab,
yeah,
Gino,
LAB,
LAB, yeah.
hey.
Jazzy, shout out.
Jazzy,
Yeah,
all them.
Shout out to
yeah.
Jazzy. She doing her thing, touring, doing all the little
Oh
shows and
yeah.
whatnot.
My
So
boy
that's
Rock
what's up.
Shine, y'all already know what it
Yeah, he
is.
already do it too. Yeah.
All them. Definitely shout out all the past guests. Everybody, check them out. P90, I appreciate y'all from the
P90.
day
Oh
one.
yeah. I had to get you
Original.
back. Yeah, I had to
P90.
get
The
P90
rapper,
Salute.
go check
Yeah.
his shit out. Y'all already know the podcast, all that shit. So I definitely appreciate everyone. And like always, I know we took a long time to say goodnight, but yo, we really appreciate everybody. It's been we've been doing this for over a year, and we couldn't be
Yeah.
doing this without y'all. So we definitely appreciate y'all. So on this
Oh
note, we're
yeah.
gonna say goodbye and all that. So y'all already know the drill. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.